Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very quick.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Here's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
He's found some room at the 45. A huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
He finds his man. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lane.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. You'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking for some space. It's Daniels. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. First down here for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. To throw, it's Lagway. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
This one will be fair caught. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. We get the second half started with the running play. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. First and 10 play coming up. Tailback with another carry. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's swarmed by the defense. Second down and goal upcoming. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. This time he stopped short, scored the touchdown, but doesn't back it up with a 2-point conversion. The Gators will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and
it's a deep throw down the right sideline. Catch made down inside the 25. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 35. breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. Fighting off the tackler. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second down and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Bringing it out, it's Tuggle. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Fighting off the defender. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. He's going to hand this off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th and attempt. They'll try it again here. Bringing pressure. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On the ground, it's Daniels. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now it's 2nd down here. And he's got it again. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
And the defense brings him down.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Florida. And they will claim the second half lead. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. And there's a penalty marker down on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And he drops back in the gun. He eludes the rush. The sure hands. It's Lopez. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Lopez. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So here we go now. Third and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Powers through. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, you let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Auburn. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
I think the quarterback does a great job of looking through all of his progressions. Nobody's there. He finds the back out of the backfield. Nobody picks him up. He's able to catch the ball and then find his way into the end zone.
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a two-point conversion and extend the lead to 3. And the back now goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He'll run it into the end zone. The two-point conversion pushes the lead up to a field goal here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Gators offense retakes the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip. He saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Crucial third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? enough for a first down at the 37.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for it. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running back.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Defense is coming after him. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And just a short gain this time. We're able to get him down. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. But in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of it. He didn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
They need to convert. He'll drop back. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. We'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important second down play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And tackled after a small pickup there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. On the return, it's Daniels. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking downfield. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Look out, he's got some space. Brings the interception all the way back.